And I forgot one thing. My lordy. Holy shit, why am I so big, dude? Oh, because of the camera. I'm not centered. Fuck it, dude. Why would I be centered, man? Who wants to be centered? Hey, Pindicus! Hey. I don't know why I did that, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? I did it. Sometimes I do things and, you know, my brain is like, why did I do that? Why did you do that, dude? You know? And then I'm like, who the fuck knows? You know? Who the fuck knows? You know? But, boom! Shakalaka laka, ding 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 dong. So I checked, and I had Dear Esther, on Twitch. It was actually a game given with Twitch Prime at some point, and there it is. You know, I often work with the Dear Esther maps in the Source Engine, so you know, and I was looking through the games of Twitch that are given through the Twitch Prime, and I was like, yo, wait, this, oh, Dear Esther? There's no way, dude. What the fuck? And I installed it just a couple of hours ago and decided, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking stream it. Is this a horror game? Is this a horror game? This is not a horror game. It's like one of those exploration, you know, enjoy the scenery, landmark type deal games, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like, it's just like to enjoy the scenery with a little bit. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, microphone. Okay, so yeah. All right. I tried it just to check, you know, the graphics and things like that.
Dear Esther, the morning after I was washed ashore, salt in my ears, sand in my mouth, and the waves always at my ankles, I felt as though everything had conspired to this one last shipwreck. I remembered nothing but water, stones in my belly and my shoes, threatening to drag me under to where only the most listless of creatures swim.
Very well. I too feel that sometimes. Ah. You have a flashlight. It is a map. Oh. It is a sink. It is a table with a picture. It is a frame. A toilet seat. It is a bucket. It is a door. It is a window. It is a heater. It is a box with cans of paint. It is sheets of paper on top of a table with a deck of cards and a old-fashioned lantern that sits on a green table on an old-fashioned house. It has a oven, I believe, a pan of sorts with a kettle, I believe, with a sink. It was used to open valve that would pour water into the sink that would then carry on through pumps, or not pumps, but pipes that would then go through whatever. Ha. Interesting. This seems like some chemical composition stuff. But I do not know. Is that my graphics or Van? Hi. Okay, because I don't want to kill my PC. I'm gonna put this back to 4. But is this older than the other one that you were playing, Ethan Carter one? Maybe I'll have to come back later here. Okay, it's older. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. Just some of the textures are not as, you know. Okay. We do have one thing. Ah, there is a light. That could perhaps be an antenna. But could not perhaps be, because certainly, most certainly is an antenna. Because I know for certain that is an antenna.
Donnelly reported the legend of the hermit, a holy man who sought solitude in its most pure form. Allegedly, he rode here from the mainland in a boat without a bottom, so all the creatures of the sea could rise at night to converse with him. How disappointed he must have been with their chatter. Perhaps now, when all that haunts the ocean is the rubbish dumped from the tankers, he'd find more peace. They say he threw his arms wide in a valley on the south side, and the cliff opened up to provide him shelter. They say he died of fever 116 years later. The shepherds left gifts for him at the mouth of the cave, but Donnelly records they never claimed to have seen him. I have visited the cave and I have left my gifts, but like them, I appear to be an unworthy subject of his solitude.
Yes. Why? Do you not turn your lantern on in this cave, which is very dark? Wait, quite dark. A little dark. Can you not, go? Here. Hello. No. It is a thing of paint. I don't think I can go through there. And I'm dead. I guess not. Well. Through here we go. Coca-Cola. It says over there, underneath the thing for fishing. These are fishing nets, I believe. Or boxes, or whatever you want to call it. Ah!
Those islands in the distance, I'm sure, are nothing more than relics of another time, sleeping giants, somnambulist gods laid down for a final dreaming. I wash the sand from my lips and grip my wrist ever more tightly. My shaking arms will not support my fading diaries.
You know what I think I'm gonna play next? Montague's Mount. Did you play that? It's kind of like this. Probably from the same developers. I'm not sure.
Dear Esther, I found myself to be as featureless as this ocean, as shallow and unoccupied as this bay, a listless wreck without identification. My rocks are these bones, and a careful fence to keep the precipice at bay. Shot through me caves, my forehead a mount. This aerial will transmit into me so. All overexposed, the nervous system, where Donnelly's boots and yours and mine still trample. I will carry a torch for you. I will leave it at the foot of my headstone. You will need it for the tunnels that carry me under.
Can I swim? I guess it replies my question. I guess that's the horror. You didn't play Montague's Mount. Okay, it's an interesting game. I believe I have completed it. I'm not too sure. I don't think I ever streamed it. But I did play it mostly on my laptop, so the game should be able to look pretty good or pretty decent now on this computer. Do you do something with this? What is this? Oh, is that another arrow? Is that another arrow, Kim? Help. I'm old. My sight is... I don't know what to do. I see things, but I can't interact with anything. Both buttons only zoom on things. Okay, let's go back up the stairs over there. And let me adjust my nutsack. That's okay, like, right, Twitch? I can adjust my nutsack on Twitch, right? Or is that mansplaining? Men spreading? Am I manspreading by saying that I'm adjusting my nutsack on Twitch? Maybe that's a little bit too much, dude. Oh my god, I'm banned.
A wonderful sight. The moon cresting the junction between the cliff path and the stone circle. It cast a shadow of the ridge across the beach, all the world as if you had signed your name in untidy handwriting.
Mm-hmm.
When someone had died or was dying, or was so ill they gave up what little hope they could sacrifice, they cut parallel lines into the cliff, exposing the white chalk beneath. You could see them from the mainland or the fishing boats, and know to send aid or impose a cordon of protection, and wait a generation until whatever pestilence stalked the cliff paths died along with its hosts. My lines are just for this: to keep any would-be rescuers at bay. The infection is not simply of the flesh.
Okay, so we have words of an infection.
We are not like Lot's wife, you and I. We feel no particular need to turn back. There's nothing to be seen if we did. No tired old man parting the cliffs with his arms. No gifts or Bibles laid out on the sand for the taking. No tides turning or the shrieking gulls overhead. The bones of the hermit are no longer laid out for the taking. I have stolen them away to the guts of this island, where the passages all run to black, and where we can light each other's faces by their strange luminescence.
What kind of a texture is that? That looks like a code or something, or like, I don't know. It doesn't really look like a rock texture to me. Does it? I don't know, I'm not a game developer. Yeah, here it is again. And again. And again. And once more. That looks like paper.
Dear Esther, I met Paul. I made my own little pilgrimage. My Damascus, a small semi-detached on the outskirts of Wolverhampton.
Oh.
We drank coffee in his kitchen and tried to connect to one another. Although he knew I hadn't come in search of an apology, reason or retribution, he still spiraled in panic, thrown high and lucid by his own dented bonnet. Responsibility had made him old. Like us, he'd already passed beyond any conceivable boundary of life.
He said the name of the game, dude. Wait, I'm going up, dude. What is this?
Come back.
Oh. There's that route. And there's a route to the cave. Now, as a left-handed individual, I will take the left route because it's a thing I have to do. You know? It's just a thing I have to do. It's gotta happen. Watch me come back in no time because there won't be anything here because video games usually say left route. You dumbass, get back there and go right, you idiot. There's nothing left. There's never nothing left way.
He still maintains he wasn't drunk, but tired. I can't make the judgment or the distinction anymore. I was drunk when I landed here, and tired too. I walked up the cliff path in near darkness and camped in the bay where the trawler lies beached. It was only at dawn that I saw the bothy and decided to make my temporary lodgings there. I was expecting just the aerial and a transmitter stashed in a weatherproof box somewhere on the mount. It had an air of uneasy permanence to it. Like all the other buildings here, erosion seems to have evaded it completely.
Oh, there is a book. Why can I not pick the book? Am I missing some? F, E, Q, R, T, C, X, Z, space, Control, Shift, Alt, Middle mouse button? Both mouse button? Nope. Guess, continue we shall. I guess there is something to the left side. Oh. Once we fall, there is no return. I've done it.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses, and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
Like the music. Ooh. That was really nice. Going down and up. Really like that. What are you, oh my godding? What did you... Oh my god. Can I not go into this? You oh my godded. I'm wondering what you oh my godded. What did you oh my god? Can I not climb? Am I legless? To the point of jumping? It appears so. You don't remember? Aw, man. Was it the music?
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
And neither did he eat nor drink. Oh, we gotta go through here. Methinks. Me might think's wrong. There's clearly a pathway there, but how do we reach it? Like doing texture work, so I had to really concentrate, memorize texture names. It's like counting. Oh. What? This? Man, these puzzles with like symbols that I don't know are really like a little bit too mucho. Are there stones that are marked with these marks or something? I don't know, dude. Am I wrong path? I don't know, dude. You fucked something up. Oh no! What, 'cause of me? Oh, come on, dude.
I've begun to wonder if Donnelly's voyage here was as prosaic as it was presented. How disappointed not to have found the bones of the holy man. No wonder he hated the inhabitants so. To him they must have seemed like barnacles mindlessly clinging to a mercy seat. Why cling so hard to the rock? Because it is the only thing that stops us from sliding into the ocean. Into oblivion.
So that's all I came here to do? Get some narration? Oh, there's two pathways. These textures are like, what the fuck, dude? Is that the arrow? I can't get over that. Those textures. Oh, man. It is, isn't it?
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Is that giving me tips? What's happening, man? I'm so confused. Like, this game is so confusing. I don't know what to do. You put me in the most confusing game ever, Kim. I have never played a game that does not have interactions with anything ever. It's only zooming and narrations. And I am so lost. This must be the most difficult game I've ever played in my life. No kidding. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that I'm so confused. Like, I see that. And neither did he eat nor drink. Okay, I see that. And I see there's a few planks there. It's not that I don't like the game, it's just that I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. And because I don't know what to do, it kind of frustrates me a little bit. And that's all. That's all. I'm just a little bit frustrated by not knowing how to do. What to do. And then there's this little thing here, which kind of tells me, points to that direction. And I think this is that thing there, which points to that direction, which I think is that. Yeah. This is just a landmark. So the ship doesn't have anything? I refuse to believe that. Why would it have those planks then? Huh? Why? Why? I am intrigued. Come on, dude, just put a foot over the rocks. You can do it. Okay, dude. I give it up. We go left now. That's a ship. Like Montague's Mount is pretty much like this. It's just that it's full of puzzles. But it's just like this. It's an exploration game. it doesn't tell you anything. You just have to explore and then solve the puzzles. The reason why I'm confused is that this game reminds me so much of it, but there's no interaction or
When I first
anything
looked
like
into
that.
the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition.
Holy shit. Can I fall in there? I think I'd die. I don't want to do that. I don't really think I would do that in real life, so I don't want to do that. Ooh, that's cool.
I've begun my ascent on the green slope of the western side. I've looked deep into the mountain from the shaft and understood that I must go up and then find the way under. I will stash the last vestiges of my civilization in the stone walls and work deeper from there. I'm drawn by the aerial and the cliff edge. There is some form of rebirth waiting for me there.
What is this? Someone treated themselves here? That's a massive fucking syringe. It's what that is. God damn. Oh my god, dude. What? I didn't come, okay, but string instruments are my weakness. Okay? I was just appreciating. Oh, the syringe. Okay, okay.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jakobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
It looks like ashes or something. More of this. It was just like such a subtle entrance of the violin, and then it just like
a trestle
ramps
table we
up.
spread wallpaper on in our first home. A folding chair. I laughed at you for bringing camping in the lakes. I was uncomfortable later and you laughed then. This diary, the bed with the broken springs. Once asleep you have to remember not to dream. A change of clothes, Donnelly's book stolen from Edinburgh Library on the way here. I will burn them all on the last morning and make an aerial of my own.
Oh, the mug. Mug has like elements to it and shit. Musical tabs. What? Something theory? You love violence, then why don't you marry violence, dude? It was a good one, right? Such a good joke. What is this? Like, I don't know what it looked like. Like a moose of sorts. I do not know. Wasn't I there earlier? Or... I feel like I was there earlier.
What to make of Donnelly, the laudanum and the syphilis? It is clearly not how he began, but I've been unable to discover if the former was a result of his visiting the island or the force that drove him here. For the syphilis, a drunk driver smashing his insides into a pulp as he stumbled these paths, I can only offer my empathy. We're all victims of our age. My disease is the internal combustion engine and the cheap fermentation of yeast. They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. His fingernails were raw and bitten to the quick. They found the phosphorescent moss that grows in the caves deep under the nails. Whatever he'd been doing under the island when his strength began to fail is lost. He'd struggled halfway up the cliff again, perhaps in a delirium, perhaps trying to reach the Bothy's fire before curling into a stone and expiring.
Okay.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the Bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
What was that? What was that? Cannibals? Okay, that's a bag of clothes. Man, these clothes really know how to, like, were they full of cum or some shit? Like, they're sticking real hard at these rocks. Damn, dude. I'm a real critic of video games, dude. I criticize everything. Quite literally. So we were hearing noises here. What is this shit? Ooh. Now it's getting interesting. Okay.
Donnelly's addiction is my one true constant. Even though I wake in false dawns and find the landscape changing, flowing in constantly through my tears, I know his reaching is always upon me.
Okay, so we fell down the hole. Oh, now this is cool. Reminds me of Ark. What engine is this done on, rather, Kim? Oh, dude. Am I crawling now? It's fucking beautiful though. Oh, source? Left. Holy shit. That would be a sick wallpaper on Wallpaper Engine, dude. You know? Why go in? Fuck it. Yo, I'm immersed as fuck in this shit, dude. Left. Ah, fuck you, game. Ah, take a shower. Oh, we were there. No, we were there. Now we're here. Sick, dude. There's a candle.
I am traveling through my own body, following the line of infection from the shattered femur towards the heart. I swallow fistfuls of painkillers to stay lucid. In my delirium, I see the twin lights of the moon and the Ariel shining to me through the rocks.
Left. HOOH NH2 and something dark side. Is this thing medicine stuff? Bucket of paint. Tree. with a leaf. Wow. Studs. You know the rule. Come on, dude.
This cannot be the shaft they threw the goats into. It cannot be the landfill where the parts of your life that would not burn ended up. It cannot be the chimney that delivered you to the skies. It cannot be the place where you rained back down again to fertilize the soil and make small flowers in the rocks.
Again, H-O-O-H. Oh. NH2. And that, which was around that area with the boat. And another two candles. Oh my god. Behold. Damascus. Wait, what? Damascus. What? Is what? Faken? Fallen? Has fallen? What? Okay, dude. Bro, this is literally electrical fucking diagrams. This is literally electrical fucking diagrams. I am not even kidding you. These two are supposed to represent lamps. Those two, I think, are supposed to represent resistors. And there's switches, there's fucking diodes, there's transistors. What? Shit just blew my mind. What the fuck? Look, that's what that is. The fuck? That's a fucking diode. Or I don't remember correctly, but it's either a diode or a transistor. Or a thyristor. Bro! What? My mind has been fucked. Literally. Yeah, there's switches. That's a fucking switch. That's a lamp. Dude, what the fuck? Oh man, I forgot what that one is. Shit. Away from being a city. And it shall be a... What? A what? A Ingas? Ingas? Ringas? Rinkus? Eep? What? I can't read that, Kim. I'm too old. What? Wait, what? 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 There was a fucking city underneath the water. The fucking Atlantis from like modern day. I got my eyes on. Hold on, let me try something. I'm gonna pause the game real quick and do this. Then I'm gonna try something real quick. So that's how I get centered, right? or like this. There. I think that's centered, right? All right. Cool. That was pretty much it. Just well, come back here, bitch. Microphone. How was the sound effects for climbing that? Top notch, great, fantastic. Of course it was. It was done by me, of course. You would pay $1,000 for those sound effects, guaranteed. Now I'm a little bit like, why didn't I explore that?
I sat here and watched two jets carve parallel white lines into the sky. They charted their course, and I followed them for 21 minutes until they turned off near Sanford and were lost. If I were a gull, I would abandon my nest and join them. I would starve my brain of...
Well, let me try something here. Because this is not... Okay, yeah, it's not Steam, so... Gotta do this. Some friends of mine are gonna be like, whoa, dude, that's super cool in a video game, dude.
oxygen and suffer delusions of transcendence. I would tear the bottom from my boat and sail across the motorways until I reached this island once again.
Rip.
Come back.
Left. person?
We shall begin to assemble our own version of the North Shore. We will scrawl in dead languages and electrical diagrams and hide them away for future theologians to muse and mumble over. We will send a letter to Esther Donnelly and demand her answer. We will mix the paint with ashes and tarmac and the glow from our infections. We will paint a moon over the Sanford Junction and blue lights falling like stars along the hard shoulder.
So the game is explaining what happened. That's why it's dear. But why Dear Esther? Why do they know? How do they know Esther? And how could they paint that? Or scratch the rocks like that? I'm confused. They had vehicles? So who had vehicles? These individuals who... What's the word? That I'm missing? Shipwrecked in this island?
There were chemical stains on the tarmac. The leak of air conditioning, brake fluid and petrol. He kept sniffing at his fingers as he sat by the roadside, waiting as if he couldn't quite understand or recognize their smell. He said he'd been traveling back from a sales conference in Exeter. He'd stopped for farewell drinks earlier, but had kept a careful eye on his intake. You could hear the sirens above the idling traffic. From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
Okay. A little bit weird. On a sudden... What is that? A light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground. Oh. Am I gonna hatch some eggs? What? On a sudden, a light from heaven shone around him, and he fell to the ground? What? I mean, honestly, Kim, there's thus far nothing of horror to me in this game, but definitely eerie. Definitely eerie and strange. Sure. And weird. Interesting, I'll say. But probably for purposes of sales and stuff, they probably call this game a horror game. I mean, honestly, there's not really...
My leg sent me blind for a few minutes as I struggled up the cliff path. I swallowed another handful of painkillers, and now I feel almost lucid. The island around me has retreated to a hazed distance, whilst the moon appears to have descended into my palm to guide me. I can see a thick black line of infection reaching for my heart from the waistband of my trousers. Through the fugue, it's all the world like the path I have cut from the lowlands towards the aerial.
As I was saying, for sales purposes, I can see why they would say it's a horror game, but so far I didn't see anything of horror. Honestly, I mean, that game you played had some horror aspects to it.
Voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
Wait, wasn't there a dude here? There was a dude here, bro. What the fuck? And as he was proceeding on his journey... Am I supposed to go up there? There was a dude here. What the fuck? But yeah, that game you played had some horror aspects to it because of there was some blood involved. There was some like jump scares here and there a little bit. There was something more. This is mostly like mystery stuff. And has come near. What? And what? Condemn. Damn. I can't read that, dude. Maybe the horror part is still to come? Who knows? I couldn't read that. And he was...
If only Donnelly had experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
And he was 3 days without sight. And neither did he eat nor drink. Oh, this was on the boat. Or the ship. Oh. Okay. Getting more interesting.
Bent back like a nail, like a hangnail, like a drowning man clung onto the wheel, drunk and spiraled, washed onto the lost shore under a moon as fractured as a shattered wing. We cleave, we are flight and suspended, these wretched painkillers, this form inconstant. I will take flight, I will take flight.
Okay. Now there's a... that's a mixture that doesn't make any sense. There's resistors with like chemistry, physics, or not physics, but I don't think so. And it came to pass that as I made my journey, and was bro, it's hard to read like that, dude. Commit onto danger. Dude, it's hard to read like that, bruh. Journey and you know what? Who cares? Onto whatever, blah blah blah. Noon, something. From heaven round about me and could not see or...
He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all. He had not drunk with Donnelly or Spat Jakobsen back at the sea. He had not careered across the lost shores and terminal beaches of this nascent archipelago. He did not intend his bonnet to be crumpled like a spent tissue by the impact. His windscreen was not star-studded all over like a map of the heavens. His paintwork etched with circuit diagrams, strange fish to call the gulls away. The phosphorescence of the skid marks lighting the M5 all the way from Exeter to Damascus.
Okay. came into something. Damascus. I also still haven't understood, like, why the difference in voice acting. I know one is more prominent than the others, but why do they differ?
Leave twin vapor trails in the air, white lines etched into these rocks. Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We've always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Wait, we're a goddamn bird? What? Huh? Kim, fill me in because I'm not really the soundtrack and audio and voice acting, phenomenal job. But I'm the room with the light shone on, and then the eggs with the candles make sense, but like We were a bird? What? I did not understand, man. What was it? What was the whole purpose of the dealio? What exactly was the story behind the you know the like the story and the concept and like the plot? I don't get it. You know, like what? Cool game nonetheless, but one of those things like, what's going on, bro? Cam, you're working on stuff. Okay. Okay, Cam. I'll leave you be. All right. I mean, okay. That was an interesting game. Faux show. Faux show, faux show, faux show. I wanted to try to play something on stream and see if it's not too rough. Rough. Because me personally, I see it as a, like, I play it as a relaxing game. It's not, it's gonna be horrible, Kim. And it's, listen, I guarantee you it's gonna be horrible. And for the pixelization and both for the ping will be horrible. But I can try it. Anyways, I was calling you because what exactly was the what was the plot behind that game, Dear Esther? Because like at the end of the game, the narrator, the protagonist of the game, climbs up the antenna and then jumps, and then you're a bird. And I'm just wondering, like, what exactly is the purpose of the game? You know? Like, I'm not even gonna go on quick play. Like, it's not even XTC, LSD. Okay. I want you to look. Let me just do this. I want you to look at the top left corner, Kim. All right? Take a gander. $300, $400, $500, sometimes $600. I'm not even moving. I'm not doing anything. You see why? You see 200 now? Yes. Yeah. You sure? Like, I can move stuff. You know, like I can move things. But, this is why. Like, I'm even faster than... You know? So... Yeah. I think, like, graphically wise, it's not too bad. You know? I think, like... Of course it would, like, it would need... Yeah, it's terrible. Nah, it's horrible. Eh... Yeah, fuck that. No, anyways, so... Okay. We're not doing that. So... I wanted to do... There's this very small server... Or I could do my own. Hold on. Do I still have it? Do I still have it? Hold on a second. Documentos. Not that. Data. Data. No, not that. Data. Hold on. I used to have it here, dude. God damn it. Come on, dude. God damn it, dude. Transfers? OS? No. Programs? What? Why do I have that there? ищем. Steam apps. Coming. No, it's not it. Fuck, dude. What the fuck, dude? I think I had it in the laptop. I think I was using the laptop for that specifically. I would boot it up on the laptop and then I could play on the desktop here. Where are you, you fucker? Do the search bullshit. Here you are, you little bastard. You were in the fucking desktop. Mother. Do I just open this shit? I don't remember. Allow access. What? Okay. Motherfucker. Error. Server config. Instant ID parameter. Mandatory. Must. Valid. 32. Yeah, I think I do need to use the fucking server batch. I'm not using the server batch. Where's the server batch? How do I do the server batch? Batch. Here's my server batch. Maybe. No. New document text. God damn. Now I gotta do a whole thing, dude. Oh shit, wait. It's not updated though, is it? Fuck. Fuckity fuck fuck fuck. I'ma catch up. I'ma catch up on some YouTubes while I get food and such sorted. So I'll see you later and all that. All right, Kim. Thanks for coming and watching and stuff like that, and you know, suggesting Dear Aster and all that stuff. Thank you. And I'll see you later. Have fun, enjoy your food, and enjoy your YouTubes. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to this. Oh, there's 3 players there. Correction, 2 players. Oh, it's PvE only. Okay, well, maybe we can do something here. Just give it a try. Let's just give it a try. Might work, might not work, might work great, might work fucking horribly, whatever, dude. Okay, we got images popping up. It's good. Good sign. Always a good sign. Okay, booting up, loading shit. Booting up, loading shit, booting up, loading shit, booting up. Moving around, moving around, moving around. Moving around, still loading shit, still loading shit. But moving around, moving around. Okay. Is this stuff only readable with light? Okay. It does seem like once the computer stabilizes, it's not that bad. Computer just needs to stabilize. What? That noise? Fuck. That thing? Codeine pills. Painkiller pill, yeah, just take it. I mean, it's taking things fairly fast, fairly quickly. It's not taking forever to take things, so I mean, It's not taking forever to open doors either. It's not looking too bad. Could be worse, I think. Put that there. Always something I can do here. Hold on. Hello? Has it done it? Okay, hopefully this makes it a little bit better. We'll have to see. Or because I'm not running a like super badass machine. Come on, dude. Don't do this to me, dude. Really? Uh, well, it's gonna be it for me. Gonna have to call it there. Thank you everyone for watching. And yeah. I'll see you guys on the next one, whatever game it is. You know, obviously these games could be a lot better if there was the internet for it, because you know, usually it's the internet. Even if you know, it might look like the computer is the one struggling, but it's usually the internet, because the signal between the router and all that shit, it's just not being sent, because of the upload is being, so much of the upload is being used for the stream, and there's so little that is available for the video game to be sent to the server, that it keeps on struggling and struggling and struggling and struggling, that it keeps on doing this. So I'm just gonna say, you know, goodbye for now for the stream. And if you haven't followed already, please do so, so that you get notified when I'm live again. And I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.